Join me as I dive deep into the question of whether money is actually worth more in the future, and I'll be putting my theories to the test. The concept of the time value of money is pretty straightforward. It's the idea that the same amount of money is worth more today than it will be in the future. This is because money can earn interest, and inflation can erode its purchasing power over time. Understanding this concept is crucial for financial planning, as it helps you make informed decisions about saving, investing, and spending. The time value of money is a fundamental principle in finance, and it's essential to grasp it if you want to build wealth over time. When you have money in your pocket, you can use it to buy things you want or need, or you can save it and earn interest on it. The earlier you start saving, the more time your money has to grow, and the more wealth you can accumulate. This is why it's so important to start saving and investing as early as possible, even if it's just a small amount each month. Money has a time value because it can be invested to earn a return, such as interest or dividends. This means that if you have money today, you can invest it and earn more money in the future. The key is to find investments that will give you a higher return than the rate of inflation, so your money can grow in value over time. This is why investing is such a powerful way to build wealth, and why so many people use it as a key part of their financial strategy. The concept of the time value of money is closely tied to the idea of opportunity cost. When you choose to spend money on something today, you're giving up the opportunity to use that money to earn a return in the future. This means that every time you make a purchase, you're not just spending money, you're also giving up the potential for that money to grow in value over time. This is why it's so important to think carefully about your spending habits, and make sure you're using your money in a way that aligns with your financial goals. Many people assume that money's value remains constant, but this simply isn't true. The value of money changes over time due to inflation, interest rates, and other economic factors. This means that the same amount of money can have different purchasing power at different times, which can make it difficult to plan for the future. If you're not careful, you can end up losing value over time, just because you're not accounting for the changing value of money. Inflation is a major factor in the changing value of money. When inflation rises, the purchasing power of money falls, which means that the same amount of money can buy fewer things. This is why it's so important to keep an eye on inflation, and adjust your financial plans accordingly. If you're not earning enough interest on your savings to keep pace with inflation, you could be losing value over time, even if you're not spending any money. Interest rates also play a big role in the changing value of money. When interest rates are high, you can earn more money on your savings, which means that the value of your money can grow more quickly. On the other hand, when interest rates are low, it can be harder to earn a return on your investments, which means that the value of your money may not grow as quickly. This is why it's so important to stay informed about interest rates, and adjust your investments accordingly. Investment returns are another key factor in the changing value of money. When you invest your money, you're taking on some level of risk in the hopes of earning a higher return. If you're successful, you can earn more money and increase the value of your investments over time. However, if you're not careful, you can also lose money, which means that the value of your investments can fall. This is why it's so important to educate yourself about investing, and make informed decisions about your investments. The value of money can also be affected by economic factors, such as recession or booming economies. During times of economic growth, the value of money may increase due to higher interest rates and investment returns. On the other hand, during times of recession, the value of money may fall due to lower interest rates and investment returns. This is why it's so important to stay informed about the economy, and adjust your financial plans accordingly. The way you manage your debt can also impact the value of your money. If you have high interest debt, such as credit card debt, you can end up losing value over time due to the high interest rates. On the other hand, if you have low interest debt, such as a mortgage, you may be able to save money over time by paying it off slowly. This is why it's so important to be mindful of your debt, and make informed decisions about how to manage it. The concept of the time value of money is closely tied to the idea of delayed gratification. When you choose to save or invest your money, you're giving up the opportunity to spend it today, but you're also gaining the potential for greater wealth in the future. This means that every time you make a financial decision, you're not just thinking about the present, you're also thinking about the future, and how your decisions will impact your wealth over time. The value of money can also be affected by taxes. When you earn interest or investment returns, you may have to pay taxes on that income, which means that the value of your money can be reduced. This is why it's so important to educate yourself about taxes, and make informed decisions about how to minimize your tax liability. Let's consider an example to illustrate how money can be worth more or less in the future. Imagine you have $1,000 today, and you can invest it to earn a 5% annual return. After 1 year, you'll have $1,050, which means that the value of your money has increased by $50. However, if inflation is 3% per year, the purchasing power of your money will have decreased by $30, which means that the real value of your money is only $1,020. This example shows how the value of money can change over time due to investment returns and inflation. This example also illustrates the importance of considering the future value of money when making financial decisions. If you're not thinking about the potential for investment returns and inflation, you may end up losing value over time, even if you're not spending any money. On the other hand, if you're careful and informed, you can make decisions that help you build wealth over time and achieve your financial goals. In another scenario, imagine you have $1,000 today, and you choose to spend it all on consumer goods. In this case, the value of your money will be gone immediately, and you won't have any potential for future growth. This example shows how the value of money can be affected by your spending habits, and how important it is to think carefully about how you use your money. The key to building wealth over time is to make informed decisions about your money, and to think carefully about the potential for future growth. This means considering the time value of money, and taking into account factors such as inflation, interest rates, and investment returns. By doing so, you can make decisions that help you achieve your financial goals, and build a brighter financial future. In conclusion, the value of money changes over time due to various factors such as inflation, interest rates, and investment returns. It's essential to consider the future value of money when making financial decisions, as it can help you build wealth over time. Remember to start saving and investing early, and to make informed decisions about your money to achieve your financial goals. The concept of the time value of money is a powerful tool for building wealth, and it's essential to understand it if you want to achieve financial success. By considering the potential for future growth, and making informed decisions about your money, you can create a brighter financial future for yourself. The value of money is not fixed, and it can change significantly over time. This is why it's so important to stay informed about economic factors, and to adjust your financial plans accordingly. By doing so, you can make the most of your money, and achieve your financial goals. The time value of money is a fundamental principle in finance, and it's essential to grasp it if you want to build wealth over time. By understanding how the value of money changes over time, you can make informed decisions about your financial future, and create a brighter tomorrow. Join the conversation in the comments below and share your thoughts on whether money is worth more in the future. Don't forget to check out my next video, where I'll be discussing more topics on financial literacy.